This is the furthest thing from the truth. Depends on who brings you up and around what type of people, culture and living habits and that. You don't need to get out of the mindset of thinking that, if a man is mixed race but he hangs around with a pure black man and that, yeah, he's more on the black side of things and that. Yeah, you can claim that culturally and that. I'm not talking about culture. I'm not talking about what type of music a man listens to or who he rolls with and that. I'm talking about on a DNA, on a biological level. If they strip you down to your bones, if they set you on fire, if they dug up your body after 100 years of being in the grave, they do a DNA analysis on you, what's it going to say? Is it going to come back 50-50 or is it going to say 75% black or quarter white? I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about who he hangs around with, what ends you grew up in, or what clothes he wears and that. What man? Forget about that. I'm talking about on a DNA level. There's plenty of examples of man that I've seen online or even met in person and that. Where it's like, yo, this brother here is like a black man born in a white man's body. I think it was on the RTM podcast. Yeah, that's one of the best episodes still. The one where my man was interviewing Skinny Man. Skinny Man's a white man, but he grew up like black man. Yeah, from one place in Yorkshire, I think called Chapeltown or something, Leeds or something like that, Chapeltown or something. Innit? There are a lot of black people around there. Innit? This guy comes across like a black man to the point where I'm watching it on the TV in my bedroom. My girl's outside in the hallway, so she can hear the conversation and she can hear Skinny Man talking in it. She came in the room, turned around, and she was like, "Oh, I thought he was a black man." I said, "Yeah, he grew up around enough black man and that." Even White Yardie, yeah, he's a white man, but he's Jamaican, so he comes across a certain way. And I'm not talking about a man's culture. I'm not talking about the way a man speaks, and I'm talking about a man's DNA and that. So stop thinking that, if this person rolls with this person, or they listen to this music, or they're part of this culture, that makes them more this. No, fam, I'm talking about on a biological level. There's going to be loads of people that cross over and that. Yeah? You're going to meet a lot of people in your life. You're like, rah, you ain't the typical black man, you know. Come on, you must have met plenty of black man. You could just tell, yo, you roll with bare white man. I've met Indian man. Yo, I know this brother here rolls with pure white man and that. So it don't matter who brought you up. It don't matter about what ends you grow up in. I'm talking about on a DNA, on a biological level and that. I'm a human being, but if I was raised by aliens and that, I'm still a fucking human being. Talking about Indians. That little Mowgli youth from the Jungle Book. That little youth there was raised by bears and wolves. He's still a fucking human being, blood. Don't tell me about, it depends on who you grow up with and that. If you're black, you're black. If you're white, you're white. It don't matter culturally how you are. And I'm talking about on a DNA level. Yeah? So don't think for 1 minute because a mixed race person is more culturally white because of just how they grew up and who they grew up with and that makes them more white. No, talking about on a DNA level, on a biological level, man.